Hey everybody, welcome back to an episode of The Elite, the Elite Count. I'm War Machine MJ.
With Rodimus Prime.
And we're here today to talk about AEW Dynamite. The January 8th edition of Dynamite.
Yep.
They were from Memphis?
I think somewhere in the Memphis, Mississippi area, somewhere around there.
Well, they were honoring Memphis legends.
Yeah.
So, yeah, let's go ahead and talk about stuff, shall we?
Mm-hmm.
Earlier in the show, like before camera started rolling, they wheeled out a bunch of Memphis area legends and honored them.
Yep.
Including Lanny Poffo, the brother of the late great Macho Man. Oh yeah! By the way, you gotta write my Macho Man promo. Oh yeah, I lost that bit.
I sure do.
Yeah.
I've been forgetting that.
They also honored forever legendary indie talent Austin Idol
Mm-hmm.
and his kayfabe cocktails.
Oh my god.
Those commercials are gold.
Those commercials on NWA Power are just hilarious.
And of course, they also celebrated the hot young 9-time tag team champions, the Rock and Roll Express.
How could you not honor them?
MJF honored them. If you catch what I'm drifting out there.
Yeah.
But we'll get to that later on down the road. So yeah, it was. I kind of figured they weren't gonna mention, of course, the big name out of Memphis, Jerry the King Lawler.
Yeah.
Given that he works for the brand.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, let's go ahead and launch into in-ring action as we kicked off with Hangman Page and Kenny Omega. I'm sorry, Hangover Page and Kenny Omega. I remembered to call him that.
Yeah.
Taking on Private Party.
This was a pretty good match. I mean, Hangman, he's kind of on the bends right now.
Yeah.
He's with the shits when it comes to, he and Kenny Omega somewhat aren't on the same page, but for the most part, they actually had a pretty good showing against Private Party. Private Party themselves can do no wrong.
Oh, definitely. They're fantastic. I believe this match came about because Hangman Page just trucked his way into the Private Party's lounge and just started pouring up some whiskey.
Yeah, that's why I said he's with the shits right now when it comes to his liquor.
Yeah, he's going through some hard times.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but yeah, this was a fantastic match. Like you said, Kenny Omega and Hangman Page were trying to get on the same page.
Yeah.
There was a point in the match where Hangman got knocked into Kenny, or Kenny accidentally leveled Hangman. But in the end, both men got the victory with a V-trigger into the buckshot lariat. So, of course, Hangman Page and Kenny got the win.
Yep.
Before they could celebrate, however, the camera shifted to the back as there was Rod's favorite wrestler, Michael Nakazawa, getting beat down by Pac.
Yeah, I actually like this because Pac was sending a message to one Kenny Omega. He has been begging him for weeks to give him his rubber match. He said, if you don't give me my rubber match, I will continue. And people will get hurt.
I mean, if he's beating up on Michael Nakazawa, I don't really see what the harm is.
Yeah, I mean it's Nakazawa, so.
Yeah. You were about to call him Nakamura, weren't you?
I sure was.
Yeah, I heard you catch yourself.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah. So, Kenny chases off after him. Hangman's telling him, go handle business, go. And then Hangman just starts drinking with the audience.
Like he always does.
Yeah. So, yeah, next we move on to the AEW Women's World Championship, a rematch, a match that was supposed to happen last week. It was Riho defending against Chris Statlander. Of course, we had Mrs. Britt Baker in the crowd, doing the.
Yeah.
Actually, she was in one of her moods.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, compared to last week when she rode up on Riho and told her she didn't deserve the championship, she's balancing her dental practice on the side. And, oh, by the way, she's still a professional wrestler.
Yeah.
And she was sitting there next to Hikaru Shida like,
My wifey from All Elite Wrestling.
yeah, Britt Baker just had this look like, I don't like this bitch.
She had that "I'm about to kill a bitch" look on her face.
Yeah, like somebody say something to me, I'm snapping on whoever, whenever, wherever, anybody can get it.
On God, gonna catch these hands.
Yeah, on my mama, on God. She had that. I'm finna whoop somebody's ass. On God, on my mama, on my man, on whoever.
On God, I'm about to throw you over this barricade.
MJF.
MJF is a treasure. Anyway, yeah, Britt Baker, Mrs. Adam Cole, was sitting there just kind of, stewing. And Karashi looked like she was just scouting.
Yeah. Two different looks, but two beautiful women.
Yep. And two lucky men, I assume.
Yeah.
Not that there's anything wrong if Mashida's single, but
Yeah.
if
I
she
mean-
does have a man, he's very lucky.
Yeah. I mean, how could you not pass up two beautiful ladies like that? Just saying. We're just saying. I mean,
Yeah. All right, enough. We've been talking about that. That
Yeah.
seems kind of creepy. So
we're done gushing, but getting back to this match though.
this was fairly competitive match, and of course, the Nightmare Collective decide to get involved.
Yeah. And at one point, it was Brandy Rhodes and Statlander. You know, they were going back and forth.
Yeah, they were jaw jacking. From behind, Chris Statler crawling out from underneath the ring was Luther, the newest member of the Nightmare Collective. Apparently, he is a big name in the Japanese deathmatch scene.
Yeah, and at first I thought it was Gangrel. I was like, oh, he done went bald. But it looks like it's somebody who looks like Gangrel.
Yeah, it's Gangrel's evil twin.
Oh, God. But anyway.
Yeah, on God.
Yeah, but anyway.
Yeah. He just kind of distracts Statlander while Awesome Kong just kind of steamrolls her.
Yep.
And, yeah, he got taken out by Riho with a flying crossbody, and I call bullshit because there's no way a man of his size getting taken down by a 80-pound girl flying through the air.
Yeah. I believe somebody just got behind him, like even before she went up to the top rope and said, okay, take this fall. Because this dude is like 3 times her size.
Take this fall, but don't forget to catch her.
Yeah. Because you know she's like paperweight.
Yeah. But, yeah. The Nightmare Collective did help Riho to the victory. And afterward, well, by just shoving Chris Statlander back in the jackknife roll-up.
Yeah.
And, of course, Riho had that look of, I didn't want to win that way kind of look on her face.
Yeah, like, why are you out here? You ruined what could have been a great match. Awesome Kong later on after the match, excuse me.
Well, the whole Nightmare Collective beat them both down after the match.
Yeah, and Hikaru Shida jumped the barricade. She got in, and then Big Swole and who else?
It was Big Swole. Damn, I forget who else, but I know Sonny Kiss was there for some reason.
Yeah, it was Sonny Kiss, Big Swole, Hikaru Shida, and somebody else.
I want to say it was Shanna.
Yeah, it might have been her.
Might have been Shanna.
And then Britt Baker just sat down like, man, I ain't doing this.
She's like, I don't care. Riho got what she had come. Bitch had what she come.
Yeah, because if she step up to me on my mama, I'm going to beat her ass. And then take her title. And then go run my dental practice.
On God.
On God.
I got caps I need to fill in the morning.
I think that needs to be our shtick when it comes to Britt Baker. She just had that look like, yo, if this bitch walk up to me, on God, on my mama, I'm going to beat her ass.
On God, I'm going to kick her teeth in. Then tomorrow, I'm going to fix them.
And then next week, I'm going to take her title. And then go back and run my dental practice. So, yeah, that's what happened.
Yeah, Yeah, at least we're not making fun of the fact that she's doing this number right here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next, we had Christopher Daniels as he took on Sammy Guevara. This was this was a pretty decent match. Towards the finish, however, Pentagon came out there and demanded that Christopher Daniels show him he can do it. Show him, of course, referring to the Arabian Moonsault or BME, as Daniels botched it earlier last year.
Yeah, that was terrible. I mean, not to make fun of him. He clearly stated on Dark it was a botch, and it just looked terrible.
Yeah,
I'm surprised he didn't get a broken neck or a concussion. You know, good thing he's okay. But
or
that
put another crack in his ass.
that just looked terrible. Like, yo,
It did, yeah.
I mean, we get that the ropes are a little slippery and they run them back and forth. You know, but that was just horrible.
But yeah, Daniels was distracted by that. Of course, he got jackknife rolled up by Sammy Guevara,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, Sammy Guevara got another win for the
Inner Circle.
Inner Circle. Almost called them Nightmare Collective. For the Inner Circle.
Oh God! Imagine him as part of the Nightmare Collective. Jesus Christ.
He wouldn't fit. He'd be like Wolfgang. He'd ruin the feng shui.
Or he'd be like the Royce Isaacs of the group.
No, right? Royce Isaacs is supposed to be the bumbling idiot of the group. He even made it clear when he talked on the mic about the Rock and Roll Express.
Yeah.
He sounded like an idiot.
Did you notice that the week before when he was doing that promo with Dave Marquez, how they kept looking at the paper,
Yeah.
how they kept reading off the script? I'm like, did y'all not practice this before the show?
Either that or he's bad at memorizing promos.
Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, afterwards, the Dark Order came out. And Evil Uno was telling Christopher Daniels, hyping him up, saying that, his fingerprints have been everywhere across the wrestling world. And, he's still in his prime despite what the people say.
Yeah.
And basically, he invited him to join the Dark Order. Of course, Daniels threw the mask right back in his face after mulling it over for some time and started throwing hands.
Yeah. Instead, he's almost got beat down by the Creepers until the rest of SCU and the Young Bucks came out there because they have some history with the Dark Order.
No, that was later on. My bad. I was about to say, I think Dustin came out there, but no, that was later on in the night.
Yeah.
Speaking of, next we had the Brothers Lucha taking on the Brothers Rhodes.
Yeah, this was pretty good. Of course, Coach Anderson was out there.
Yeah.
And that little cheap kick he did was pretty weak.
He didn't seem like the guy who would do kicks back in the day. So
No.
I'll forgive him on that one. But yeah, that kind of looked weird. Why didn't he just walk over and just yoink it from Phoenix?
I don't know.
I mean, you're the enforcer. You're supposed to enforce.
Yeah. But the Rhodes brothers got the victory. Afterwards, Tony Schiavone came in the ring to interview Cody because people want to know, is Cody going to accept MJF's challenge? Coach Anderson said, excuse me. Did I scare you?
Just a bit, yeah. I wasn't expecting you to put your hand on my shoulder.
I'm sorry. He said, listen, I apologize, but I got to interrupt. Everybody wants to know if he's going to accept MJF's challenge. We'll get back to you on that.
No, he just kept saying, if MJF can walk around here making demands, what kind of pull does he got? Who died and made him God?
Yeah.
Basically, Arn Anderson sounded like he about to whoop some ass.
True.
But yeah, he basically said, we're going to go to the back and talk about it. Did I scare you?
A little bit.
All right, now we're even.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, the aforementioned Maxwell Jacob Freeman came out there and once again during picture-in-picture riled up the crowd. And of course, he paid his respects to the Rock and Roll Express who were sitting front row with one of these.
Typical MJF. MJF just don't give a F.
Yeah. MJF calls out Cody and basically says, you have the count of 10 to get out here.
Well, first he called him a little bitch.
He called him a little bitch. But he gave him to the count of 10. He did a quick 10 count. I call bullshit. He called a quick 10 count.
Yeah.
And before he could before he could lay into Cody, out came, yo, it's him, it's DDP. Bang!
Bang.
Yeah,
Looking like he's still in his 40s.
yeah. And then DDP hopped in the ring and he was listing off all of his accolades and telling people that if you said that DDP was going to work for a company called AEW, you're just smoking crack. And basically he said he's got a bone to pick with Maxwell Jacob Freeman. I'm trying to remember the verbiage of his stuff because he tried to insult MJF. He called him motor mouth jerk off Freeman, which wasn't clever.
Yeah, well, he kept going on and on about, well, if you told me that AEW was going to be on
Yeah,
TV...
we covered that.
Huh?
Yeah, we covered that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He also said with Ward Blow, which I thought was pretty funny.
Yeah.
I forgot what he said, but MJF started getting up in DDP's face, and DDP looked like he was ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he went from he went from 0 to go with MJF. MJF's backed up. He's just like, whoa, 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 whoa. You're going to swing on me when I've got backup? And of course, out comes the Butcher, the Blade, and the Bunny.
Yeah. Well, before that, he was mentioning DDP's daughters, and
Oh, that's what it was.
DDP looked like he was about to ready to just knock his teeth down his throat.
I think he said, and I'm going to give him the bang.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then that's when DDP went from 0 to go. Yeah, the Butcher, the Blade, and the Bunny came out. And, of course, DDP was still ready to fight. He dropped the Butcher with a cutter. He dropped the Blade with a cutter. And then he was about to drop MJF. MJF shoved him into Wardlow. Wardlow just kind of stood there, just flexing on him.
Like he always does, just flexing on people.
Flexing on him with them duck lips, just... He does duck lips a whole lot.
Oh my god.
He shouldn't be doing duck lips. Makes him look like he's cartoonishly intimidating.
True.
Anyway, and then MJF just toe taps DDP's diamonds from behind. And then, yeah, Cody didn't pop out there.
Yeah, it was
It was QT Marshall at first, which is the last guy you need to watch your back.
It was a referee, QT Marshall, and Dustin Rhodes.
Then it's Dustin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, QT Marshall.
QT Marshall's like the Brandon Cutler. You don't want them watching your back.
Yeah.
They get beat down way too easy.
Yeah. Well, if it came down to it, I'd rather have QT Marshall than Brandon Cutler.
Yeah. I'd actually have Gilbert watching my back because he'd be easier to beat down while I'm getting away.
Or Funaki or somebody like that.
Funaki's actually a little legit.
Yeah. But yeah.
Who's that guy that backs up ZSJ? Michinoku.
Taka Michinoku.
Taka Michinoku. I'd have him back me up.
Yeah.
Because he's a good hype man.
Yes. Just
tap out.
Is
he an official member of Suzuki-gun, or is he just kind of like a tag-along?
He's an official member, but he's out on injury right now.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah. I forgot what the injury was, but anyway.
Anyway, yeah, must be pretty severe if he can't come out there and say just tap out.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Oh well.
Next, we had the first time ever as all three members of
A Baby, a Boy, and Their Dinosaur, Jurassic Express.
taking on the best friends, the team of Chuck Taylor, Trent Beretta, and of course, freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy.
You know, I literally like to forgot that shtick. I like to call them Jurassic Park too.
Wait.
When you did
when
this,
I pointed
yeah, I like to forgot. I was like, wait, that's my cue.
That's your cue. Like when I point to you, that's when you say a dinosaur, a boy, a baby. You know, your shtick.
Yeah. I like to forgot, and then the light bulb just clicked. Like, dude, that's your stick.
Yeah.
But anyway, as you were saying,
this match was pretty fun.
yeah,
It wasn't a good match, but it was fun.
it was decent.
Marco Stunt tried to bow up to Trent, but he got checked.
Every time I see him, I just say, "Whose child is this?"
But you can say you were impressed with that Hurricanrana and that Destroyer.
I was very impressive. I was impressive. I was very impressed.
And of course, the highlight of the match is, of course, the most deadly member of the AEW roster. I am, of course, talking about freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy.
Yeah.
Like how he just slowly ducked that clothesline from Jungle Boy. It's hilarious. But in the end, however,
Oh, I'm sorry. I scratched my hair. A baby, a boy, and their dinosaur. Jurassic Express got the victory.
yeah, there you go. See, that's your shtick.
Yeah, I was too busy scratching my hair.
That's like me just.
Oh my god.
Anyway,
Oh, wow.
they announced some matches for next week and 2 weeks. They started off with, and you put Jurassic Park in the notes.
I did.
Anyway, a baby, a boy, and his dinosaur taking on Jericho, Santana, Ortiz in 2 weeks on the Cruise of Jericho, which is going to be an episode of Dynamite.
Yep.
That's awesome. And of course, next week we're getting MJF teaming with the Butcher and the Blade, taking on Dustin, QT Marshall, and making his return from retirement, DDP.
Yeah.
Because you had trouble writing that in your notes. You thought it was a 4-man.
I did because they showed like two.
You gotta remember, at this point, Wardlow is Entourage.
I mean, I know. I thought he was making his debut.
No.
Okay.
Apparently his debut is going to be against Cody. Apparently, unless plans change.
In a steel cage.
Yeah. Solid steel cage. I don't know why they specified solid. Anyway, we're also getting tag team action as Hikaru Shida and Chris Statlander will take on Awesome Kong and making her AEW debut, Mel of the Nightmare Collective.
Yep.
And perhaps the match of the week next week, Pac versus Darby Allin.
Shut up and take my money.
Killer. Shut up and take my views.
Jesus Christ.
Anyway, that leads us to our main event of the evening. We had, and you wrote this on a completely separate paper, but okay,
Yeah.
had John Moxley responding to the Inner Circle's offer. And we should have known he was going to pull this because he had that jacket closed up tight.
Yeah.
Looked like he was sweating.
Or looked like he was just like, look, I just came from outside smoking a cigarette. It's cold.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, how's he sweating? But then again, you're making a completely separate point from mine.
Yeah.
All right. But yeah, he pops in the ring and, he's saying, oh, you think I'm going to be bought off, like some cheap sellout. And he says, well, to your offer, I say, I'm in.
Yeah.
And the crowd, they gasped and immediately booed him. And yeah, all 4 men partied with some bubbly.
Yeah, because a lot of people were not expecting this, and I was just like, well, it's going to be like that time when Sting joined the NWO Black and White, and then he joined the Wolfpack.
I was going to say, and it was apropos because he was on the episode, when DDP joined the NWO, and then he just, dropped Scott Hall and then Kevin Nash and hightailed it out.
Yeah.
Oh, no, wait, he dropped Scott Hall and bailed.
Yeah.
That's what it was. Then he just tore off the shirt. But yeah, all 4 men were in the ring celebrating with a little bit of the bubbly. Of course, Sammy Guevara was this man's highlight.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Sammy Guevara, when he got dropped on his head, that was just
Yeah.
laughable.
Of course.
Or when Jericho got blasted with that bottle.
Well, getting to that. Mox then made Jericho hand over the keys to his GT, what they say, $700 car?
$750,000.
$750,000 car, so not a cheap car. And of course, that was the point where the crowd started chanting, you sold out.
Yeah.
where he said, "Oh, I bought a 2015 Dodge Ram and was going to drive that till the wheels fall off. I'm not a sellout."
Yeah, and it's paid for too.
And Jericho yelled, "Oh, you're a sellout. You sell out every single night."
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, they name dropped Wrestle Kingdom and Tokyo Dome.
Yeah. I mean, being that they had prospective matches, so I mean.
I didn't think they would name drop them on TV. I thought they would just said since they won both their matches at Tokyo.
Or in Japan.
Yeah.
You know.
But no, they just outright said it.
Yeah.
So yeah. Then while Hager and Guevara were celebrating, basically Mott said, about me joining, huh, lol, JK.
Yeah. I lied. It's a stupid group.
And then he just took a bottle of the bubbly and smashed it over Jericho's head, hit him with a paradigm shift. Sammy Guevara slid into the ring, ate a paradigm shift. He sold that one like $1,000,000.
Man, the way he got dumped on his head.
He got dumped on his head and he slid with it too.
Yeah.
And then of course, Hager rushed the ring and Mox rushed out the ring.
That was just, oh my god.
And he tore through the crowd, just mocking the inner circle, even dangling keys. He's like, "Look what I got."
Yeah, and he put him in his pocket and he left, and that's how we ended Dynamite.
Yeah, bang up episode.
Yeah,
Start to finish. Just, it's good. Great. That match next week is going to be killer.
Oh, Pop versus Darby Allin. That is just going to be. That shit's gonna be mind blowing, bro.
Oh yeah, match of the week. Maybe even match. No, I wouldn't say match of the month. We still got to get through Blackpool.
Yeah, and the Royal Rumble.
And the Royal Rumble. And Worlds Collide.
I forgot about that too.
I'm looking forward to that 4-on-4.
Oh yeah.
Gallus versus Imperium. Oh, choice.
Walter versus Adam Cole, baby.
Oh no, it's 4-on-4.
No, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
If they get in the ring.
I don't know. You think about it, it's going to be a one-sided fight.
Why do you say that?
Because you look at Undisputed Era, they're a bunch of small tone guys. You look at Imperium, and 3/4 of them are freaking hosses.
Yeah.
You got-
So they both groups can definitely put in the work.
Yeah, I mean, no doubt about that. It's just Undisputed Era is just going to give up a lot of poundage. That came out wrong.
They're gonna give up a lot of size.
They're going to give up a lot of weight. There we go.
Yeah. A lot of poundage. There you go.
Yeah. All right. So that's my botch for the night. But if you miss this botchy, well, nobody does. If you miss his opinions but not his botchy face, he has a podcast, Prime Talk with Rodimus Prime, starring Shorty G this week. Go check it out.
No.
Face it, you would love a chance to interview Shorty G,
I would mark out if I could interview any wrestler.
including Shorty G.
Yeah, I would love to interview Chad Gable.
What about James Ellsworth? He's technically a wrestler.
Yeah.
He did challenge for the NWA Championship once.
And lost, thankfully.
And lost. He did challenge for... Did he challenge for the WWE title?
I don't know. I can't remember.
I know he was in that convoluted Dean Ambrose AJ Styles story.
Yeah, or when he had that match with AJ a couple years ago on SmackDown and AJ saved his life.
Yeah.
That would have been a botchy Styles clash.
Yeah. Oof.
Yeah.
But yeah. So go check out his podcast, which is probably filled with wrong opinions.
More like right opinions, depending on the situation.
Depending on the perspective, it's a wrong opinion.
Yeah. It depends.
With that being said, I'm War Machine MJ.
And I'm Rodimus Prime.
I will see you guys next time. Pew.